Thank you, General. It's a great personal honor, excuse me, and privilege for me to be part of the panel and to be associated in such a public and important way with three such distinguished American patriots and leaders. So it's a great pleasure to join my colleagues today and to be surrounded, Madam Secretary, by all your militant moderates who are in the audience. So it's great to join you today. My colleagues have talked a little bit about America's role in the world today and the future role that we must assume will continue to be our responsibility if we choose to influence events around the globe. And all of us have read the polls, whether it's by the Pew Foundation or anybody else, that right now America is not looked at all favorably by the rest of the world. But I also think that all four of us agree that the idea of America is much favored. And there's a distinction. And the idea of America is about freedom, and it is about opportunity, it's about transparency, and it's about America that has proven from time to time that we have a very good heart, and that we advance our interests best over the years by advancing other people's interests consistent with ours. And to that extent, I am honored to share these few thoughts with you today about Impact 08, because it's really about a different and broader vision of the role of America's leadership in the world. As we all know, America's strength has long been used to advance our own security and prosperity. But history also records that America's strength has often been used to support and promote the freedom and the security and prosperity of other nations and their citizens as well. But it's pretty clear to all of us that this strength must not only be sustained and sharpened as the challenges change. And in the 21st century, just as there are advances to celebrate an evolving modern world, there are incredible challenges that must be met that have been deepened and widened on many a scale. We face major challenges in containing weapons proliferation, in drug trafficking, in international crime, in dealing with the poverty and lack of education around the world. Every day, we must operate with the knowledge that extremists are changing based on how we change. As we shore up one vulnerability, they will certainly look to uncover another. The recently foiled attacks in the United Kingdom demonstrate that we must be prepared to tackle new fronts that may be opening in the war on terror, and what all of us are saying is we can't go it alone. We need help. And there are ways that we can promote our interest as well as the interest of others to achieve that goal. So the challenge of our time is not simply to change, but to leave nothing to chance. And that's why we bring the important message of Impact 08 to your attention today. Perhaps if there is anything we gained from 9/11, it was the collective reminder of the most basic of principles. While we are proud citizens of the United States, we are also citizens of a broader world community. Our responsibilities to one another extend citizen to citizen, but also country to country. America's leadership in the 21st century will require that we are more connected and better connected to the rest of the world than ever before. We really can't go it alone. Strong partnerships with our allies around the world gives us insight into extremism so we can better target our defensive measures both here and abroad. Now, modern technology has been a catalyst for many of the successes we have enjoyed, as well as the speed with which ideas, good, finance, and people flow across international borders. Modern technology can cut like a double-edged sword. On one hand, the pace of globalization opens enormous possibilities for diplomatic collaboration and mutual economic prosperity. Impact 08 points out that nearly 45% of U.S. exports go to developing countries. Economic progress in those countries has a direct impact on our own economic well-being, so why wouldn't we want to target more economic development assistance to those who would purchase our goods and services, who would communicate, travel, and interact with the United States? On the other hand, the rapid flow of people, ideas, and resources also facilitates narco-trafficking, international crime, money laundering, and information flows that often encourage and support global terror.